For our first speaker, who will talk on how do children learn to read in terms of attitudes towards reading, different ways in reading, book print knowledge, phonological awareness, alphabet knowledge, oral language, listening comprehension, vocabulary. My dear friends, may I give you our knowledgeable and expert in this field, Dr. Pado of the University of the Philippines. Ma'am?
Get 1/4 sheet of paper. We will have a quiz on the domains of literacy. Dr. Pado talaga, palaging may quiz. Okay, just to remind or just to refresh us on the 14 domains of literacy. Number 1 domain is oral language development. Number 2, phonological awareness. Number 3, book and print orientation. Number 4, alphabet knowledge. Number 5, phonics and word recognition. 6, fluency. 7, grammar awareness. 8, composing. 9, vocabulary development. 10, listening comprehension. 11, reading comprehension. 12, attitude towards language, literacy, and literature. 13, study skills. Anong nakalimutan ko? Hinahati natin may listening comprehension and reading comprehension. Okay. What domain or domains do we develop among the learners when we flip the pages of a storybook sequentially, one page at a time? Oy, huwag niyong sasagot niyo yun. Isusulat niyo. Before you read the story, you flip the pages of the book, one page at a time. Tapos na. 3 words yon. 2, during story reading, we pause after a page or two and ask a question that will invite the pupils to make predictions. Before you turn the page, you say, what do you think will happen next? So you invite the children to predict what will happen next. Number 3, what domain are we developing when we teach the pupils the correct use of pang-uri? Paghahambing using mas or pinaka. Anong domain yon? 4th quarter, pang-uri ang lesson. Tuturuan ng mga bata kailan ginagamit ang mas maganda, kailan ginagamit ang pinakamaganda. Number 4, what domain are we developing when we ask them to say the polite greetings and expressions, such as, mga bata, if it's in the morning, we say good morning. If somebody gives us something, we say thank you. If we want to talk while the teacher is talking, we raise our hand and say, excuse me. Ano yung mga tawag sa pag-develop ng polite expressions na yan? Number 5, what domain are we developing when we teach them to read and interpret a pictograph, a line graph, and a bar graph? Grade 2 to, 4th quarter. Number 6, while checking the attendance, we ask the pupils to clap the number of syllables in a classmate's name. Karina. O, ilang pantig? Ano pa? Roberto. Roberto. O, ilang pantig ang narinig nyo? What are we developing? Number 7, While introducing new words in word recognition, we present pictures for the words being introduced. Ito ang larawan ng elepante. Sabihin nga mga bata, elepante. Ito naman ang unggoy. Okay, so we present pictures for the words that we think the children don't understand. The pupils are already reading in Filipino in grade 2. Based on the story that the pupils read, we introduce ano ang ibig sabihin ng dahilan at ano ang ibig sabihin ng bunga, cause and effect. Number 9. What domain are we developing when we introduce the reading of short I words? Pen, ten, win, fin. Anong domain yon? Number 10, what domain are we developing when we guide the pupils to write liham pasasalamat to the brother for sharing his food? Mga bata, kunwari, kapatid natin, yung kuya sa kwento. Binigyan tayo ng pagkain. Gagawan natin siya ng liham pasasalamat. Number 11. What domain are we developing when we introduce the children or we ask them to read a phrase, a sentence, or a short story with proper phrasing and proper expression? We don't say, ang bata ay naglalaro. We teach the children to read it, ang bata ay naglalaro. Proper phrasing and proper expression. 12. What domain are we developing when we ask the pupils to read the name of the author and illustrator of the book that will be read to them? Mga bata, ang kwentong Tic-Tac-Toc at Pick-Pack-Boom ay sinulat ni Rene Villanueva. Ang mga larawan ay guhit ni Renato Gamos. O anong domain ang dinidevelop? Doble na to. Nauna to kanina. O, di bale, kasi kaninang nag-exercise kayo, ginagawa ko to. Oh, number 1 daw yun, sir, ha? Nag-give ka ng... Okay, number 13. What domain are we developing when we ask them to write the words that were taught to them during the decoding or word recognition? Write the word correctly. And last, what domain, doble na rin to, are we developing when we ask them to sequence events in the story that they listened to? Alin ang unang nangyari? Alin ang pangalawang nangyari? Alin ang huling nangyari? Tapos na? Again, exchange papers with your enemy para hindi niya papalitan ang inyong sagot. Okay, what domain are we developing when we flip the pages of a storybook sequentially? Region 1. Tama, book and print knowledge or book and print orientation. Pareho po yan tama. Number 2, during story reading, we pause and ask a question that will invite them to make predictions. Region 6, listening comprehension. Number 3, what domain are we developing when we teach them the correct use of pang-uri, paghahambing using mas at pinaka. NCR. Grammar awareness. Number 4, what domain are we developing when we ask them to say the polite greetings and expressions? Oral language development. When we teach them to read and interpret a pictograph, a line graph, a bar graph, region 5. Well, lakasan niyo mga boss, mga orago na ini. Read and interpret. Hindi Study skills. Di ba? Because those skills are needed when they study science, when they study math. While checking the attendance, we ask the pupils to clap the number of syllables in a classmate's name. Phonological awareness, detecting the number of syllables. Number 7, while introducing new words in word recognition, we present pictures for the words being introduced. Vocabulary development. Based on the story that the pupils read, we introduce, ito ang dahilan, ano ang bunga? Reading comprehension. We introduced the reading of short I words like pin, fin, tin, and so on. Phonics and word recognition. Phonics and word recognition po. Number 10, we guide the pupils to write liham pasasalamat. Writing and composing. We teach them to read a phrase, a sentence, or a short story with proper phrasing. Fluency. We ask the pupils to read the name of the author and illustrator of the book. Region 10. Book and print orientation. We ask them to write the words that were taught to them during decoding or word recognition. Spelling. And last, we ask them to sequence the events in the story that they listened to. Listening comprehension. Sino ang naka-perfect? Wow! Perfect. Nagkopyahan ba kayo? Joke. Okay, so